Kick it off here in the pistol round, and going to be a lot of mid control here being taken by the side of RC, but they haven't really found much in the way of kills. It's actually FullSense who's managed to get a couple of pickoffs, or well, one pickoff, and actually brings SamuraiDeeper down to no HP now as PTC finally gets that kill onto him.
We're seeing a lot of KOs come out to play now, and whether it's because of his buffs and I think teams just knowing more how to play with him, it's a good real change. I really do like how his blades work out into the open. JohnOlsen, he was missing a couple of shots with his ghost there, so he has to little tap it with his own hands. Seems like it's not going to be possible to make that happen now in the round, as he was knocked off his block by Feez. We're down to the 3 versus 4, but this does reduce the potency, I would say, for Reject. They're gonna look to try to maybe go onto the A site, and this might be the banger that they're looking for. There's no stars whatsoever. Never mind, there's the one, and if Skeeyy comes in to go into this one, SuperBusS already has the mark on the side.
Revealing area.
Recon dart to start the play. He's the only one right there.
Player standing.
No one really to trade him. A little bit out of position. SuperBusS and PTC easily clean up that.
10 seconds left.
Leaving Feez all alone, 20 HP, and this should pretty much...
Scanning ahead.
I mean, still is like the first round. It might be something that they have to come back from, and well, jitters being set, SamuraiDeeper unjitters himself with a beautiful martial shot to start things off onto JohnOlsen. This is possibility scary, since that is a dropped weapon. They can try to pick it up, and if SamuraiDeeper is able to clear up some angles here, he might be able to make some damage with this particular martial, and he's starting to do so. Questions be had. They're asking, can SamuraiDeeper you know, throw some pebbles on the water and make ripples, where he's starting to make ripples now.
3v5 though is we still have. Oh my god! All right, this could be huge. SuperBusS with a triple, unable to find the fourth. Excuse me. I mean, it is the, you know, the big buy deeper just to get out and make sure that he retains
30 seconds left.
The rifle that he had in his hands. Skeeyy is able to get that opening pick onto SuperBusS. A site now completely clear. They should be able to get the plant here. It's all going to be up to the retake now coming in from the side of FullSense.
JohnOlsen can't even push through the smoke here because of the recon dart was put there. He's gonna go for the challenge. Spots out a target, but Skeeyy much better equipped as well as better aim for that particular instance. And Reject really doing a fantastic job of just reading the situation throughout. It's gonna be a 5 versus 3 for the rest of the round. And PTC, he's gonna have to try to go deep into this. Finds the first kill, which is great. Has a flash in tow. He's gonna go for the right-click one. Everybody just reacts to him. And SamuraiDeeper unfazed. ChAlalala, LAMMYSNAX coming in from double pincer heaven as well as A main. And they could actually go for some pretty hefty exit frag if they time this correctly. That's gonna be LAMMYSNAX. 2 onto the side itself. And they might just have to say bye to their lives, but hello to the round.
Yeah, and it's another round picked up here by, I think this is this scoreboard. Yeah, he gets that kill onto Skeeyy, and LAMMYSNAX, you know, just there to support him.
Is aside from that, getting that tidbits of information much easier if you're a Sova as well. Really like the setups here. It's not only just the positioning per player, it's the way that they try to move around with their agents. Really goes to show that they've matured a lot more. It's not just JohnOlsen always just peeking out of A mains or B mains and trying to look for the peaks. Usually what we probably see from FullSense right about now is like a 3-stack somewhere on A main. A flasher throws out, JohnOlsen dashes in, but now it's a lot more controlled, a lot more contained. And the slow pace, something I don't really see that far often with FullSense, but it's working. And at least for now, this has forced Reject to try to readjust how they move around the map. But losing Skeeyy with, again, that recon dart as the Sova, that's gonna make it difficult for them to scan out the sites that they want to take.
30 seconds left.
Careful.
Oh. Am I hearing double? I think I'm losing my mind. I mean, I've already lost it, but even more so now. Blaze out, coming in right here from SamuraiDeeper, looking to entry onto that site, dashing in. JohnOlsen good for
10
another
seconds
pick.
left.
And this is what I want to see from JohnOlsen again with those pickups. He's able to get another couple of good kills. SamuraiDeeper will be the saving grace for his team, but he's all alone. Oh my god, timing just does not work out.
Done such things. Now, SamuraiDeeper has whipped out the sniper rifle as well. JohnOlsen's just about to peek him, and he sees the elbow.
Oh.
But he got elbowed himself. ChAlalala's going to be into the corner, but
God.
bails out by his teammate. And this double whammy crossfire by FullSense is basically ruining the plans of Reject. They're getting rejected. Pun intended.
Here.
So the last time, just to give the people a little bit of a story here. Okay, before that, let me just call this play. JohnOlsen, man, finally. Oh, I thought he was gonna get another one as well. The timing just doesn't go his way. He was moving by the time that he took that shot. He still gets to dash out, and they're stunted. Reject right now. They just cannot make any progress towards any part of the map right now, especially with B main being taken so aggressively like that from JohnOlsen. And that to me shows good fundamentals on the FullSense side. That's something that they've always had. Good fundamentals. And it's shining yet again in this map.
For now, let's see how strong this shine is going to be. Will it persevere till the end of the first map, or will it fizzle out somewhere on the second half?
10
at least for
seconds
now,
left.
FullSense, they got all the control that they want. It's quite ridiculous how much Reject has just been pushed back on their own side of the map. They're very much afraid, and they've been relegated to once again go for a save here. 5-2. It's only a 3-round deficit, but I mean, FullSense, if they can keep doing this, if they can use JohnOlsen to get those early picks, Reject is in very much deep trouble. So the adjustment here for them is gonna have to maybe play a bit slower, maybe try to go away from JohnOlsen, but it's gonna be difficult because everybody else, as you mentioned, good fundamentals. They're stopping them wherever they try to want to go.
They are, and this is what you get when you let JohnOlsen run wild. There is a reason, and you know what I like about JohnOlsen? He's so aggressive, but he knows when to keep it in check. Like, he doesn't go super duper over the top, and this is something that you see common in a lot of star players. Like you talk about SK Rossi, You talk about people like Forsaken. Those guys, they like to really push the limits and try to find out how far they can go with their aggression, how much they can get away with. JohnOlsen's a little bit more safer than that. He does push the envelope a little bit, but he doesn't always go like way over the top where he puts his team at a disadvantage if he plays before.
Now, there's a setup. Gravity well again. PTC gobbles everybody up, and Reject, I mean, they had to try to do something. That's going to be the pop flash. NoriseN blinded. And it's down to SamuraiDeeper, who is just stuck on the site. Feez way out of position. He's going to be going for the long haul onto short, but that blade, yeah, no stone left unturned. And Feez, he's going to have to be feasible on this one. There's going to be another flash there. Oh, there's the stun. Oh, there's everything. Crowd control out of the wazoo. Say goodnight, and PTC claims 4K.
I Reject, they are playing it very slow, just in case anyone goes for an aggressive peek. Skeeyy gets spotted out as well. Cloudburst to help him get out, but he's not going anywhere just yet. PTC, though, nice aggressive pick here from short. He gets Skeeyy caught off guard, has even managed to suppress NoriseN, so no flashes for him as he does fall down back towards mid. And look at this, PTC dude, he is so confident. He is hunting. NoriseN just gets sniffed out as well. Confidence that Full Sense are bringing. They are literally just clotheslining Reject at every single opportunity.
I need to double check who actually picked up this particular map. This was picked up by Reject, but it doesn't seem that way. Full Sense, they're looking to show us the mastery of how this goes. You've talked about how PTC was just, again, very aggressive, incredibly confident, and I think it's just a fact as well of how much he's been using and is very adept with this KO. You saw he could just use the flash flashes from KO, the flash drives I think is what it's called, to bounce it on the walls. If it pops off, he can peek. It's very strong, and then he can just have layers of cover while he throws out the knife, and nobody wants to push him in because now they're basically coming into the firefight with just their guns, and PTC, he wins those. So it's kind of scary. Reject's still gonna go for a short, but PTC is there. Oh, timing.
Flash. Yeah, the perfect timing on the nade right there, and the block. PTC is good for one. He gets the line up one more. But SamuraiDeeper, okay, triple kill with the blades, and that's the entire A side taken. And I don't even think Reject were ready for that. Look at where the spike is. It's okay. All right, cool. Okay, he can miss those. He already made up for it earlier, but still, spike has to be collected and brought on over. The weapons will be retrieved here by Reject as they now have some fairly decent weaponry in their arsenal. They'll try to hold off this retake by Full Sense. It will come in. It's still a 2v4 though, so it should be difficult, but maybe they can still shake things up. Full Sense have been very good on this, but they need to get a pick. They need to get it soon. And NoriseN missing that shot. A little bit of trouble right now because they still have to contend with 4 other players here on the side of Reject.
One enemy remaining.
Well, NoriseN finally hits the shot. ChAlalala out in the open, 3 versus 1. His head, a pixel angle shot.
Really advantage in the round here. And if we are looking at any of the former... Oh no, he misses the shot completely. NoriseN swings wide and just straight up clotheslines LAMMYSNAX. That's one player gone. Now for the side of Full Sense, and that's a mid area, completely open market pizza. It's all for Reject right now, but can they capitalize on it? They're currently really sort of spread out still. And nobody's being baited into this rotation right now by Full Sense, so they're holding true, they're holding firm. They just got a guy watching CT. That's ChAlalala. He's just holding back and making sure nobody's pushing from the flank.
He's been the king of catwalk ever since. Maybe he's a cat
30
person.
seconds
I don't know, but I mean, that's a shot that makes me believe. JohnOlsen follows up, and I'm a believer. Oh, SamuraiDeeper still the highlighter for the Reject squad. PTC is going to be a bit aware here. Doesn't want to go for the cross since he's afraid that there might be a pre-aimed shot there by Samurai.
10 seconds
Still,
left.
10 seconds onto the clock. Deeper's got to have to dash right in, but nobody is on the site. Maybe on the back. He's going to have to find ChAlalala, but
One enemy remaining.
no time to get that spike planted down. And this round is full sense with that PTC and LAMMYSNAX combo with the initiators. That's already been cleared in. JohnOlsen, oh, he was about to explode, but imploded nonetheless.
Yeah, ended up yet again with the site
Here.
right now in the hands of Full Sense. So they are currently in possession of it.
Pulling
It's still
them in.
3v5. Very
One
much
enemy
doable for the
remaining.
retake, but SuperBusS gets only one. Leaving it all up to ChAlalala. Can't do anything about it. And suddenly the pistol has been taken by Reject. Now it's a pretty good opportunity here for Reject as they can begin to close the gap. 9-4, potentially 9-5. Full 5-man squad here for Full Sense. They want to go full send on it, and they are grouping up. What? Okay, that's a nice little thing that they just did right there. The combo, I think it was a gravity well on top of the nano swarm.
One
And ChAlalala,
enemy remaining.
he's able to find another entry. One of the cleanest entries, one of the cleanest side takes that you'll ever see. Full Sense are always so good on these executes, man. And I think the play there for Reject was to give it up and go for retakes. They fought tooth and nail for it, but they didn't have the weaponry. They already lost somebody. They already lost somebody at the very beginning of it. Just you know, fall back. Let them go for the site, get that plant, but instead they lose it. Instead, however, SamuraiID will have enough money for that operator on this round and see if he pulls a JohnOlsen and goes aggressive as well. Looking like he is going to try to find a pick here towards B main.
I do like his Marshal better than his Operator. There are some different aspects of both of the sniper weapons that we have here in Valorant, and Operator, in the most general sense, just feels heavier. And I'm not sure if that has led to SamuraiDeeper not being as successful with it, or maybe he's just a little bit more apprehensive because it's such an expensive weapon over the Marshal. Regardless, though, he's not going to find any opponents onto the B main side since everybody is racketing on their way to A once more. Kaminari has an inkling. They've spotted a few targets already on short. NoriseN's already there, and they're doubling up. This could be a catch-off onto JohnOlsen. Thankfully enough, he does have his flash. Let's see if he's fast enough on the react. But there's one already on the side, and I don't know what that peak was for, but it cost them 2 of their members.
Yeah, I think they had an idea that there was one player towards short there, towards grass, but I don't think they expected NoriseN to be playing that close, because normally it's like the other way around where you have someone jiggle peeking close and then Skeeyy to flash him out, but it was actually in fact the other way around. It did work out for them and they actually do get a kill. 2 kills in fact NoriseN was able to pick up, so this should be another round here for Reject. We're happy about this pickup, and even happier that they can keep it up in the hands of SamuraiDeeper, who finds another kill, and will take us to another 10 of 6. 4 rounds again will separate these two, but again, it's only 3 rounds at Full Sense now.
Really good double up there from Reject. From that Trailblazer from NoriseN, it gave him so much information as to where the brunt of the forces are for Full Sense, and he just swings wide with Kaminari. I thought that was going to actually be bad for Reject, but the way that Full Sense approached it was to the betterment of NoriseN, and he was just able to get those 2 kills that really messed up what Full Sense wanted to do. And even if they could take the side, even if they could plant the spike down, I feel like the retake was just going to be an inevitable success for Reject, so to speak. Now Full Sense, they're gonna have to charge and do something with such weak weapons on A main.
Weaker weapons, but still, the Bulldog, the Sheriffs, the Marshal, they have been very, very much viable and, you know, capable weapons, worthy weapons to be wielded. And they find a lot of kills, man, because you still have some of the best players on the SEA servers in this map. Like, you already have JohnOlsen and PTC here and SuperBusS. I mean, just these 3 alone, it's a stacked deck. But as to whether they can get any kills, that is going to be the question, is it? As they look to rush here and catch SamuraiDeeper off guard, they want to get this up out of his hands. JohnOlsen
Oh my god.
Skeeyy! He moves that corner
One
to
enemy
perfection.
remaining.
Back of ChAlalala
Spike down,
exposed
B.
enough that SamuraiDeeper is able to capitalize
Here.
on him, leaving SuperBusS all alone with the sheriff.
SuperBusS. Who's the faster sheriff in town? Jet or
30
the
seconds
Astra?
left.
Ooh. Well, both of them are kind of missing. But SuperBusS is in a 1 versus 4. And SamuraiDeeper, he's had a deep breath and took it for a plunge. That's going to be a shot off. And Lulu. Well. We have ourselves a Sova with the Odin on Ascent. And
Yeah, I mean, it's... It is
every ball's
expected.
bankable, man. Yeah.
It is expected. It has been written.
Has been said.
Don't overthink
Skeeyy
it.
made it work
That's
on
my
B
job.
though. Though it was... Honestly, if there were guns on the side of Full Sense, that would have been a win. Like, SamuraiDeeper was completely caught off by the utility usage.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, it gets a good tag in, but I do think it was a little premature as well. Sova not being on B is actually a big gamble already. Because normally, if you're playing that Sova in the Odin, you literally just want to anchor that B side because of all you can do with the wall bangs. I mean, you can on A because you can wall bang Hell and through the wall if you get a good recon in. But the ideal spot for that Sova, I think, would still be on that B side. They are stacking it up, though. They got a couple of players holding onto that site. Namely Kaminari and Skeeyy. The Astral Wall, Cosmic Divide, it does come out, so they will have to deal with whoever might be in Hell. Dash in comes through. JohnOlsen, good for the entry, nice flash. But Skeeyy, with a good refrag, is only able to get 1, and it's now a 2v4. And yet again, man, Asurai, it's these perfect
planted.
executes from Full Sense that they are bringing to the table again and again.
Working quite well though. That wall is such a big thing to, you know, try to push through. It basically puts you in a gelatinous.
Looking like a good defense for me, and I don't want to sound too harsh on the players, but it's just evident that they haven't really had as much time as they need to sort of play together and, you know, iron out the details, because I see a lot of potential.
Ooh.
It's actually been double, but still good refrag here from SuperBusS, pushing out through the smoke. But those were all signs of desperation. Look how far JohnOlsen has gotten. He's already deep in here with LAMMYSNAX right behind him to do the cleanup. Everybody looking at JohnOlsen. Skeey's right there for 1. He falls back to the site. Now they know where 1 is, so they will try to collapse on him. JohnOlsen ready for the swing out just in case. And Skeeyy gets punished. 1v3. And it's all up to Kaminari.
Spike planted.
There's also that little bit of, I guess, lag time that you have from whipping out the Odin and then right-clicking to ADS till you start doing that spray down. And in that window of opportunity, the rifle is just slightly better because you literally have no bullets to spare or to chug out in that particular scenario. SuperBusS gets a nice little flank around, but I mean, Reject, what were we really supposed to do with that one? They had no idea where all 3 members of Full Sense are going to be coming from. In Full Sense, they're just 1 round away from winning this first map.
Spike's here.
Yeah, it's been quite a run here from Full Sense. They've shown why they're like just really one of the best teams in Southeast Asia. And there's, I think, when it comes to the bigger matchups, like for Full Sense, they really struggle sometimes. This is just not one of those where they feel that much pressure that they make mistakes. And, you know, if they can play their game to how they normally do, they end up winning games like this. And it's very evident. They're so comfortable right now. They're running their strats to perfection. Every single execute they've had on a site has been clean, has been textbook. They get the kills, they get the entries and the spikes and the refrags. It's just always perfect here. JohnOlsen yet again looking to get close. He spots someone on the entry, but still looking to find him. Instead, will be Kaminari who gets the kill. Somehow managing to work his way towards A. And the kills are still going to Reject's way as NoriseN is able to find 1. And Reject, after what was a little bit of a blender towards the round, and finally the execute for Full Sense going awry. Reject managed to find another round.
I'll point this out there though. JohnOlsen, with the way that he's been dashing, he actually doesn't find anybody mid-dash in terms of info gathering. Usually when you see, you know, a jet going into the site, when you dash right in with a tailwind, even before you hit your cloudburst that you've pre-prepped on the site itself, right? You kind of try to look left and right. But JohnOlsen has missed, I think, 2 or 3 times of info gathering with his dashes. Whether the one was on mid and that one more recent onto the A side, it has resulted in a bit of miscommunication with the rest of Full Sense. And if Reject can maybe work with this, they could be able to steal a few more rounds, if at all. But for the moment, Full Sense, they've taken a slower approach, and since they've been gobbling up all these rounds from the past, well, they're going to still be able to buy up for a few more here.
You should run.
Yeah. Lockdown coming in, however. This should help the attacking side get into the site. Nothing really to cancel it out for now. So they will have to fall back and acquiesce. Sequester the site from now. They will, as it has been taken very much cleanly. So they're going to be leaving SuperBusS on that lurk here towards the lane, just to make sure nobody comes in for a fast flush. All right, JohnOlsen. Nice shot through the smoke. He's going to be able to find NoriseN, Hunter's Fury, a little bit. Okay, I'd say it was a little bit weird to use that right now, but no problem. He finds out SamuraiDeeper, and this should be the round. This should be it. JohnOlsen with another kill. Kaminari working from the back, and that's it. That's all she wrote right now. Full Sense taking a definitive victory up against